Yeah, so you said you sent me an audio tape?
Yeah, I did. I did what after listening to your recordings, I thought I'd try this method of placing the court on notice that it would be a court of record. And basically, when I went in, I just pulled out the dictaphone, put it on the table in front of me so the judge and everybody else could see it, and nobody challenged me. The only thing we said when we were in there was we just confirmed that my friend who was in there, he wanted to be addressed as a man. That was also in the notice as well. And she asked, well, the barrister was a little bit he was confused because I handed him the court of record and he threw it on the floor and said he wasn't going to accept it. And I said, well, you've been served. He says, you can't prove it. So I said to my wife and my colleague, just wait there a minute, I'm going to nip downstairs, have a word for security, and I said, I just want the recording from that CCTV camera above our heads that's just recorded me giving this man the court of record. And with that, he sort of looked at me, right, okay, and picked it up. And when we got into court, he didn't understand what it was. He didn't think it was relevant to the case, but he said to the judge, I think we should let this man start the case. And all I said was to the judge, are you in receipt of the court of record? She said, this bundle here. I said, if you want to call it a bundle, that's fine. As far as I'm concerned, it's the court of record. That's all I'm going to say. And she was asking questions, and every time she asked a question, I kept saying, I require leave of the court 2 minutes to provide you with an answer. And we wrote it down and give it to her. And she was trying all...
What was this case about? You missed. I don't even know what this case is about. I
I was just sort of giving like sort of basic idea of what I did. What it was a solicitor who tried to put his house into trust for him, and he was making his children the beneficiaries. And this solicitor actually screwed him over because she didn't make his children beneficiaries. They made the local council beneficiaries of his property. And I said, that wasn't right. I said, there's no mention of your children being beneficiaries in this trust. And she wanted...
So he was trying to establish a public trust, not a private trust?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Okay. Well, you just got to let other people know, because I know and you know what he was doing.
Yeah.
But the other people who are listening to my show, they might only been hearing me for this first time, so that's why you got to explain what kind of trust a little bit. Okay, we're just trying to, so if he wants to research it, what he was doing was a public trust, which is fine.
Yeah. So anyway, I said to him, I said, you're not going to pay the solicitor because she screwed you over. And she wanted over £2,500 for this trust. I said, you're not going to pay it. So she tried to take him to court. But when I looked at the paperwork, I said, who's actually bringing you to court? Is it the company or is it her? And she wouldn't answer. We kept sending letters back to her, who's actually coming as the claimant. Because he's got on the company name, but it doesn't mention you. So who's actually suffered the loss, your company or you? She wouldn't answer it. So I just did a simple claim, like a breach of public trust, trespassing his property, and I did a simple sort of cause of action. I put in the exhibits, which was the letters we sent to her and her silence, and then I just put an order in to order the judge to discharge the case. And when he got into court, the judge wouldn't go anywhere near it. He said, I'm not dealing with this. He said, get it out of here. And I thought, knockout. And what they tried doing, they tried to get his income and expenditure details. And I said, but why? He hasn't been charged with anything. There's been no case. So why are we going to give you his income and expenditure details? We don't understand what's going on. So this woman come out and she says, well, it's the law. I said, well, hang on. I says, you're giving legal advice. Can I see your legal qualifications? She says, I'm not legally qualified. I said, knockout. So I said, what you're doing is you're impersonating a member of the Law Society and you've exceeded your jurisdiction as an administrative worker. So she said, well, you may as well go home. About 6 months later, he received another summons to appear to court to explain why he should not be sent to prison for failing to give the court his income and expenditure details. So all I did was I just amended his first court of record to include what happened at the actual court case the first time. And I just put that in there, and the judge, she just didn't know how to deal with it. She was trying always to gain jurisdiction, and I just said to me, mate, when you go in there, you keep your mouth shut, you don't say a thing. Whatever she asks, the answer is going to go on paper. You're going to sign it. You're going to date it. We're going to give it to her. You're going to say nothing when you get in there. And he did. He did exactly what I told him to do. And he's on that recording what I sent over to you. And she tried 3 times to send him to prison. But she tried 3 attempts to communicate a threat. The last threat she gave was, I will send you to prison if you fail to give this court your income and expenditure sheet. And all I put on was, this is a claim of I, a man, Martin, blah, 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 right? I require the judge to submit her claim to show that she has authority to trespass on I, a man's property. Sign it, date it, give it to her. And with that, she said, right, I'm adjourning the case. I'm adjourning this case. I'm going to issue a warrant for this man's arrest, right? And the barrister went berserk. He says, I don't understand. You can send him to prison now. He's breached his suspension. I thought, what suspension? There's been no court case. There's been no charge. And he said, I'm just not doing it. And she shot out of that courtroom. I said, right, I'm going to wait until the order comes through. I'll void the order. And then what we'll do is we'll put a claim against her because what I was...
No, don't void the order, man. You love orders because you could take that order and you could turn it around and put a claim of compensation when you carry it out, and before you carry it out, ask for a deposit.
Yeah, but what happens is...
Don't void the order, dude. During the week sometime, man, just send me this paperwork that you got going on, and I'll show you how to turn that order around and make money out of it since he was never a party to the case.
Right. Well, what I was wary of was that if we'd have come out of there and they would have arrested him,
well, because I'm trying to say if you void the order, what it is okay. I can't void the order, okay, because I'm not a party to that case. Karl Lentz can't void the order, right?
Yeah.
I can't even ask to void the order because I have no standing there. Now, if you go to void the order, obviously you're submitting to their jurisdiction.
Right. Well, I just don't
want to void the order, dude. You don't want to void the order. You just, like, if that lady ordered me, Karl Lentz, I'm not a party to it. She could place that. She could send it over here to the United States, and I'll carry out the order. But I'm going to ask her for a deposit up front of a couple of £1 million to do it first, and then I'll carry it out.
Yeah. Well, she didn't.
And guess what will happen? And guess what will happen? She'll get rid of the order, or she'll amend the order.
Yeah. Well,
you void the order? No. You got to stop playing tough guy. Don't you void the order? She will.
Right. Well, I didn't void it because she didn't send out an order.
What I'm trying to say is I heard what you said, that you're going to void the order, and I'm trying to tell you right now, don't be a tough guy.
Yeah.
You know, just say lovely effing lovely.
Yeah.
See, that's like I hear like Bali did that on one of his videos. He was saying, I object because I'm highly offended because you call me defendant.
Yeah.
Look, I don't object to anything, you know, because that's why I had to hit him in open court, because he almost opened his mouth and objected because he was being offended.
Yeah.
All right? So like I said, there's a reason why you just sit there with a damn ridiculous smile on your face and you're just like you're a court jester. You're just a fool. It's like, you know what? Lovely. You got another effing order? Lovely.
Yeah.
Give me another one. You got another one? Good. Give me another one.